Oh, we got ourselves a sunset launch, I'm pretty sure, but our lights are on and looks pretty good. I think so. Okay, so we're going to do that. We're going to do that. No Kerbals are aboard. I'm happy with that. I don't see any reason why not just to hit it. So, boom, and boom. We're off. Off, we're off, we're off. Put that on there. Let it build up a little bit of steam. And about 50 meters per second, I like to push it over about maybe 5 degrees and then lock it onto that prograde vector. And then it's a little bit of playing to get the heading to get onto 90, so I got to push it a little bit towards the south. We'll let it settle in. And I'm watching the rate at which it's falling over. It might be falling over a little quickly. Maybe not. Maybe not. We'll see. Maybe a little bit. So I'm just going to take it off the lock to prograde so it holds this attitude. Now this thing might have a tendency to want to kind of flip around on me. So I do have to be a little bit cognizant of that. Let's lock it back on the pro. You never want to get out of the little prograde circle on the Navball. All right, I'm good. I'm good. I'm gonna let this ride. Let this ride again. Get it just on 90. Come on, stay on 90, you stinker. Oh, I like it. Oh, and now we're in the sun. Got the lights of whatever down here. Booster land, booster drop zone. Okay. There we go. We're just going to reduce our throttle. We're at 52 seconds to apoapsis, so I like to keep that about a constant. And otherwise, it's now sticking to the 90 degrees, so I'm happy with that. So I'm just going to let this go. But oh my gosh, this is pretty with the colors and stuff. Curb City. Yeah, this is a hazard zone for boosters for sure. People who live in here are living there at their own risk. No doubt about that. Okay, reduce throttle a little bit again, keeping that apoapsis nearby, so that we'll put a lot of energy into our periapsis, and then that will mean when we go to do our final insertion that it will be exceedingly small. Makes the whole getting to orbit takes a little longer, but I think it's well worth it. And I'll pop this fairing when we get around 50 kilometers. We're going to be going into the night. Sun's going to be setting behind us here. Isn't for KSP, isn't every season testing season? I mean, I just launched this without a test. It could have gone horribly wrong. I mean, that's what the game is all about. Oh, I'm out. 555. Oh my gosh. Wake up. I was caught napping there, admiring the view, and didn't realize that booster had run out of power. So I'm just going to pitch up a little bit above the prograde vector. Put our lights on a little bit. Okay, we're getting pushing that apoapsis back up again. Let's lock it back on the prograde. Ah, should be okay. I don't think it was off for that long. A couple of streams ago, I put this stage inside a fairing. That's why I clicked the fairing so quickly. I was panicking because a previous launch to this one, actually it was the lander, the exact same thing happened, and I staged, and the inner stage drove right inside the fairing because it was in the fairing. That was not smart. Ahmed's asking, why do I think the space race has come back? Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? I think a lot of it's, I don't know. I really don't study the industry enough to really say whether it's, you know, that there are private interests that are, you know, pushing things along. You know, companies like SpaceX that are kind of pushing the envelope a little bit, and inspiring governments to do the same, whether it's countries like China and India that are suddenly in the game when before they weren't. And all of a sudden, you know, Russia, and especially, of course, the United States is now sitting there going, oh my gosh, China is going to be getting back to the moon. We should probably do it. It'd be nice if there was maybe a smidge more cooperation. But who knows? I don't know. Yes, these are held on by Kerbal tape. Where are we here? Okay, we're almost, let's do a little time warping here. Just coasting up. Try to put a little bit of lighting on it. Okay, and yeah, the rest of this should get us all down to the surface of the moon. We'll see how it goes. I'm good. I'm good. Okay, so I'm just getting myself to my apoapsis. We're not quite in an orbit yet. Our periapsis is still in the atmosphere. Just gotta do a little bit more burning. Well, we can deploy stuff. There we go. Yep, 10 at the top. It's funny, I cleared this node on the top and then I never used it. But, oh well. Okay, so a little closer. It's not going to be much of a burn. We're about, okay, let's do a little bit here. Oops, starting to push my apoapsis away, so I'll just stop and let myself get closer to it again. So we want to get ourselves a nice roundy orbit. That's pretty darn good. Okay, and actually I think the orientation is just fine for the solar panels. So let's see, we've got to, let's actually turn everything off. We're not interested in, we're going to go straight to the surface. So, now what is on the surface there? Well, I'm just gonna push this ahead, and it's so close to where our lander is. I'm just gonna, there, and just push it in orbit ahead here. Okay, come on. I'm having funny mousy clicky problems. See that? I know you can't tell I'm mouse clicking. I'm mouse clicking on it, but I can't set it as a target. Why? Go to here. It's gonna be one of those games. Okay, let's it's not letting me set the moon as a target, and it's not letting me zoom in on it, so I'll just push the tab key a bunch of times. Now I do have, oh, I got a waypoint there from our land. That's good. So our waypoint, that's nice to have that there. Let's turn that off. Off. Whatever. Okay, so the base is going to go here. I should have Waypoint Manager there. The latitude is 28 degrees of this waypoint. And so that means I need to come into a bit of an inclined orbit. Okay, let's set this up. Let's set this up. Back this way. A little bit like this. But for whatever reason, it's not letting me. But I had the same thing right at the beginning of the stream, if you recall. I had a very similar, go for 11 or 12 kilometers here. There, that's good. Okay, so that's 852 meters per second coming up. But right at the very beginning of the stream, I had a very similar issue with trying to click on, what was it, mission control? I couldn't click on things. And now I can't click on the moon, so I'm not sure what's going on. Hello, Kat. Glad you could make it. I was Mini saying left click, not right click. I was both clicking. I was panic clicking there, so there's something up. I don't know what it is. But you're right, it is left click to get the set target stuff. But I was both clicking. And I was not getting it. But who knows, maybe after doing this and maybe that'll fix itself up. Okay, we got this burn coming up in just over 30 seconds. Get a little closer. And then once this fella's down, we'll dock the Kerbals that are in the lander. We'll attempt to dock with it, and then we will 3, 2, 1, go. And then we'll build the next module, get that there. I don't know how far I'll get with the base. Wherever we get to, I'll pick up with next week. Locker Game, you're not too late. We are taking our core base module for a Mun Base. We're on our way to the moon. And we already got some Kerbals there. And we're going to try and get everybody aboard, and hopefully everything will go well. Why am I watching it from here? I should be watching it from here. Put that on prograde. Here we go. Actually, I can go into the moon just a smidge. I'm just thinking about that because I got to bring the trajectory up anyway. We're going to build a maneuver right about there. Add a maneuver. And we're already kind of northwards, so we'll come northwards a little more. And we want the inclination of this resulting orbit to be at least 28 degrees. Clearly, probably more is better. I'm just going to push that up a bit. Maybe, I remember before it was prograde that kind of brought that in a bit. So clearly we're going to eyeball that inclination. We need to make sure that we can get to this. So, wait a minute. Do that. There we go. That's the way you can tell. So get it so that the moon's orbit's right on its edge, and then our trajectory through is right on its edge. It's pretty close, but I think a little higher is probably a good idea. So northwards up a bit. And then a little more prograde-ish to get that around 11, 12 kilometers. I think that's looking pretty good. If we need to adjust our inclination before we get there, we can do that too. Yep. Okay, so that burn's coming up in. Let's make sure solar panels look good. Something, oh, that's Kerbal Station. Blowing by, almost within view, for goodness sakes. Look at that. We're coming right under us. That's pretty neat. Okay, let us quick save. Oh, I'm noticing it's a 0.9 second burn, so we'll reduce our throttle. Take the throttle limiter down a lot. We'll get ourselves out there. Can I make a Duna base? Well, one thing, Shadow, I'm not Scott. I would love to be Scott, but I am not Scott. Am I going to be building a Duna base? Can I build a Duna base? Sure. Will I be doing it? No, not anytime soon. Sorry, I can't resist. That's the former high school teacher in me. No, I'm not. Right now, all my energy is going towards just building up my Kerbal system infrastructure. So that means stations. I can show people. I got a station in orbit about the moon here. I got a lander down there on the surface really nearby where that waypoint is. We're going to be dropping this base. We're going to have shuttles that go back and forth. That's where my energy is going towards, not towards building a Duna base or anything like that. I honestly, I don't do a lot anybody who's followed my streams know I spend the vast majority of my time fussing about between Kerbal and Mimbus and the moon. I don't really... I go interplanetary now and again. I've landed on every one of the bodies. I have a stream where I do exactly that. But I'm honestly not that interested in going to every body because it's... I don't know about you. It's just kind of all the same. I mean, that's not entirely true. Certainly landing and getting off of Eve is a different experience than landing and getting off of Duna, but sort of once you've done it, you've done it, as far as I can, you know. I'm just trying to find where that... Yeah, what? Lock to prograde. How's that for a thought? I'm just thinking of solar panels. Get them in a good spot for some solar exposure. That feels good to me. Okay. And yeah. I see the moon coming at us here. Oh, let's put this into orbit view. That'll be better. Oh, that's much better. Okay. F5 again. Here comes the moon. Here comes the moon. Okay. And there we go. We are now in the moon's SOI. So, yeah, we're just going to capture here and then start thinking about getting down there on the surface. Well, congratulations, Dan. Glad to hear things are going better. Let's see. The other thing that tends to happen, and again, this is part of me just really being much more of a career person than a sandbox person, is by the time you're doing your first interplanetary mission, I'm usually finding that that kind of just blows the doors off the science, so to speak. And then I find, you know, and then the whole tech tree is complete, and then I find myself really not nearly as motivated to keep going. Okay, I need to up this throttle limiter again. There we go. F5 again. Let's get down there. And I should keep an eye on this. 35 days. If I spend too much time fussing about, I might have to stop and think about that asteroid. Okay. Getting around onto that retrograde vector. I think I might just keep it locked on retrograde. I think by the time we're there, it'll be fine. How about visiting the mohole? That's true. I've not done the mohole or the canyons or anything like that. But again, right now, this stream, I'm really focusing on this. Mostly because also, whenever that science update comes out for KSP2, I really am going to be putting my energy towards that. There's only so many things you can put your energy towards at the same time. So I am playing RP1. That is taking up a lot. The vast bulk of my KSP time is taken up playing RP1 and making the videos for that. And then I do these... Oh, I'm still time warping. I think I was. Maybe not. And then I do these live streams on the side and really, like... Boom. There's not a lot of time to do other things. And I don't want to be giving up RP1. I'm having more fun with RP1 than I've had with KSP in a long time. So that RP1's not going anywhere. Okay, there we go. Close enough. Close enough. Close enough. Park that there. Okay. So a little more this way? Yeah. Okay. So, where we got to do? We have to land here. This gets to be a bit of a pain. Let's turn that off so we have no distractions. So we got to wait for this to be under our orbit. That's going to happen first right here. I am? What's my inclination at? Inclination's 33. That's fine. That's good. So, yeah, I don't want to land at night, so we're going to time warp until this has come all the way around to this side over here. So I'm going to do another quick save and start time warping. There we go. Oh, it might be a little bit darkish. Okay, I better stop here. I'm going to... Now, I do have the Waypoint Manager mod. This is not stock, but I can select waypoints from here, which I really like. And what I really like about Waypoint Manager is when I do that and do this, I get some information about the waypoint here. There we go. What am I doing? I want to put this on surface. Or free. That's what I'm shooting for. There we go. Oh my gosh. And also it puts the waypoint on the... I think I'm going to go around one more time. Yeah. Moon doesn't... I think one more time. Moon doesn't move a lot. I think this is it. This is it. This is it. This is it. Oh my gosh, I should have started my descent burn. Let's start the descent burn. I have 999 meters per second left, so that should be plenty for the landing. But it's going to be a sunrise landing. Okay. That is, I think, pretty good. Come in pretty shallow. Turn this way. There's 390 meters per second left in this lower stage, so it will certainly be done before we are on the surface. But now it's time to get serious. Alright, so we are 206 kilometers away from our target. It's at a heading of, this is the part I really like, heading to base 73 degrees. If I add 180 to that, that is what, 153 degrees? No. Yes. So why am I on 200 and something degrees? Maybe that'll change as I get closer. That feels... Because I can't add. It is 250. Oh my god. Carry the one. Carry the one, dummy. Yeah, I might need to bring it southwards a little bit here. Definitely. Let's see here. Let's point south. Which normal vector is that one? That's north. The other one. The other one. Oh my gosh. This way. So I just want to bring my trajectory a little more this way. See that? Are there yeah, I do have all these lights on. So I do have kinda landing lights. Kinda? Ooh, I should also be thinking about which way around. Okay, so now my heading to the base is 93 plus 180 is 273. That's pretty darn close. See here, it's 275, so that's all right. I can probably start bringing this a little down. I don't like doing this in the dark. I should also think about... Actually, the solar panels need to be this way. They do. I'm thinking about how the solar panel should be to track the sun as it goes across from east to west, and so I need to roll that way a little bit, which is not ideal. I like to have the blue on the top when I'm doing this, but, well, it is what it is, isn't it? Okay, so... I don't like this darkness. You know, I think I probably should go a little north now that I'm looking at this. Looking at it here, I think I went a little too far to the south, so I'm going to go a little bit to the north. Oh, I'm locked still to retrograde. Come on. Come on. There. And as always, I did quick save. I am giving myself permission to... Oh, what I should do too is open up Kerbal Engineer, open up that HUD. I do have an impact marker. That is always useful. So see here, it's predicting where my impact is. And if you... A little bit more here, it will update where that impact is. I'm not ready to... take off a lot more. Maybe half. There we go. Really handy for trying to land right on something. Okay, we are 27 kilometers away. Probably should be thinking about, which I can tell, I need to come... Oh, I don't like this sideways stuff. This way. You know what? Roll it, roll it. I can't do it this way. Okay, gotta cut... Oh, I'm going very fast. I want to start cutting that horizontal speed. Or yeah, horizontal speed. I don't see the impact marker yet. Where is it here? No, it's just past. See, the sun's just about to peak up. The waypoints are where my Kerbals are. I would love to see... Oh, there comes the impact marker. Okay, good, good, good. Good, good, good. Oh, lost that stage. There we go. That'll land nowhere near our Kerbals, which is nice. So I'm bringing that impact marker in. I'm 3 kilometers up, so that's at least some level of comfort. I'm bringing that all the way in. There, right near that. There. Gear. Okay, I'm getting... I'll kill some... Oh boy, 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 oh boy. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, this is a little more scary than I would like. Back this way. Oh, that did not go well. Okay. Lots of DV, come on. Come on, we can fix this. Oh, we're getting impact data. Impact data from our seismic sensor that we planted over here. There we go. Okay, I still got 240. That was terrible. That was like Panic Central. Panic Central. Oh my god. I suck. I'm not sure what's up with... I know exactly what it is. I know exactly what it is. Just stop. I know exactly what was messing me up. It was all because I didn't put the blue part of the Navball at the top. And it completely, like, bugged me that I didn't have blue on the top. And I just was continually pushing the wrong... We're here. Now, there's still 200 meters per second left in this lander, so I mean that is something. So I'm going to use it. Oh, I can I don't fall over on me. Thankfully I knew this was a very flat spot, so I'm just going to roll this so that the solar panels are going to be facing eastward towards the rising sun. I don't know what that... Oh, that's a Mun Base debris. That's what's left of that. Okay, let's. How's my electricity doing? I got that big 4K battery. That should be fine. That was chaotic. Okay, let's look at all the dust coming from... I don't know what's that. Environmental visual enhancements. I want the sun to come up. Come on, sun. There you are. That's what I'm looking for. A little bit of sunshine. Okay. Well, there we are. Let's extend that. And let's get rid of our sky. Yeah, let's get... No, I can use the fuel. There's a lot of fuel still left in the Sky Crane. I might put some of that towards my lander, but let's okay, let's F5 and let's get over to where our Kerbals are. So our Kerbals are over. Oh, that's my moon. There's our Kerbals. So what I think I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna move the land. I want to get both the rover and the lander over here. You can see they're 397 meters away. And so what I'm thinking, I think I'm going to get both Kerbals out. Is what I'm thinking. Oh, let's get rid of that. And in fact, let's get rid of that entirely. Well, I might want that in a little bit, actually. So we got Bill out. And they're going to go over in the rover. And then I'm going to semi-fly, semi-roll the rover over. I'm a little worried. There's wheels on this, but I don't want to take it up the hill. So I'm going to get the Kerbals out. Board in here. Yeah, I think I'm going to hop over there. Is exactly, I can see that conversation happening with the lander rather than to try and drive up the hill, because I really don't think... Oh boy. One thing I'm definitely going to do is quick save before I get doing any of this. And I'm going to get these folks way out of range. So if I lose control of the lander... Of course, if I lose control of the lander, things get real fun too. Lights on. Oh, the lights are on. Okay, let's drive. So I'm going to do an F5 here right now. And brakes off. We'll get over there. I'm going to tuck them in behind a rock or something, and they can spectate. Alright. Then we'll come back to the lander, we'll do a little hop. Put a base on the moon's north pole. Yep, that would be fun. But right now, it's where it is. And the reason it's here is because this area, which is the moon's far side crater, or far side basin, is the area of the moon with the highest ore concentration by far. So we're going to hide these folks behind this rock. That's what we're going to do. Maybe not in the shadow, because then they're not going to get... There. Get them in the sun a little bit so that their solar panels will remain exposed. Okay, let's go back to that lander. Okay, that's the base. Oh, wait, they need to... Okay, we'll hop that lander there. We got to do some construction still, too. Okay. Is this my lander? It is on my lander. Okay, I'm going to do an F5. We're going to retract that ladder. So let's set this base as a target. So go to target selections. I don't think that base is a base. Let's find the base. Just noticing that. Rename you. Mun Base is a base. There we go. Accept. Okay, back to the lander. So go back to target selection. Bases. Mun Base. Okay, so that gives me a target up there. So that'll help. Again, quick save. SAS on. And I never did turn the engine off. Let's put the fine... Oh, whoa. Cap lock and... Why is it being this way? This one. That one. There we go. You can do it. Okay, so I need to head... Heading to base is 217. So I need to go... that way. So it's sort of southish. Okay, that feels completely backwards from what the Navball's saying, but I guess I should be used to that. Put that waypoint marker on it. Oh my god. I got a lot of fuel in this. So I don't need to get right by the base. Just do a little bit of this. Just close enough. We'll just clear this rock. That's good. A little clear the rock. Come on, clear the rock. Okay. Could have been smoother, but it wasn't bad. Oh my gosh, and I told myself I wasn't going to land near those. Where did I go? Oh my god, I'm right. I think I was looking at these folks and thought it was my base. Oh, I thought I was landing right by the base, and I ended up landing like... Okay, we'll try this again. So, 182. Okay. This way. I think I saw them and thought that was the base. Other way! Okay, stop it and get down. Don't you even think of falling over. I'm terrible. Okay, we're close enough. Close enough. So shut down this engine so these shenanigans are done. Oh my golly gumps. And then we're gonna did I put those on an action group? Because that would have been smart, but then I'm forgetting what action groups things are on, so that's the ladder. It's 9. Okay. Okay. So 9 deploys our sketchy wheels, and then gear. We'll do that. Let's. Okay. And we are rolling. Put the brakes on. And get rid of this. And we're going to control from here. This is the whole... Oh, wait. This isn't going to work yet. Never mind. I don't have a docking port to attach to, so we got to find our Kerbals. Kerbals, where are you? We need you. We need our engineer specifically. Oh my gosh. I'm making it. My palms are sweaty. Your palms are sweaty. Okay. Well, the scary stuff should be over now. Oh my goodness. Alright, it is handy having a rover. Kinda didn't really make much use of it. Last week we were looking for ore concentrations and discovered really that where we were was as good as it was going to get. And then so we didn't, the rover wasn't much use, but now the rover's pretty handy to have. I like having it now. Okay, so we're going to park here. Little handbrake turn. Alright. And Bill's gonna get out. Bill's got work to do. So, leave the seat. Okay, so basically, Bill's got to put these guys on. So we're gonna go in construction mode. So, where is there? It is a little there. And we're going to put on these guys. Now, there is a limit to how much Bill can lift, right? He can lift up to 370 kilograms. That is affected by the gravitational field that you're in, so the fact that we're on the moon is helping. But if I need to, I can bring another Kerbal in to help, but I'm hoping that Bill can just lift this on his own. He can. I wouldn't be able to move it if not. Okay, and we're going to just do it like that. We're going to make sure our snap is on. All the same controls as you would get in the VAB. You can see them down there at the bottom left, and we should just be able to put that on. And Bill's going to laserfy that. Well done, Bill. And we're going to grab the other one. It might be a little too far away for that one. There we go, and we're going to turn it that way and plunk that there. Good job, Bill. And docking port. Eventually I'll rotate it the right way, right there. And a dock port on the other side. So this is actually quite a bit easier than trying to pack a fairing around all this nonsense. So best construction mode is great. Okay, lock that there. Alright, he's in. Alright, so we can come out of this mode. Bill can actually get inside. Bill can be our first resident of our new base. Oh, we still got the sky crane. Oh yeah, that's right. I wanted to take some of that fuel. We'll get Phil out. And we'll put Phil inside. Oh, come on, grab it. There we go. Board. Okay, the base here waypoint, we actually don't need that anymore. So that can be deleted. Get rid of that. Alright, now we'll bring our lander over. So, lander. Okay. So, control from here. And we're going to use this as a target. And I do have RCS, though honestly, the reaction wheels alone can turn it easily enough. And now I should be able to just use RCS and a few H's. Why is the H not working? I have monopropellant. Why is my RCS not? Okay, the RCS isn't working. Oh, it's doing that way. Now it's working. That's weird. If you have the cap lock on, RCS does work. Okay, it doesn't work as well. Okay, we're going. Oh, the brakes are still on. Oh, for goodness sakes. There we go. Now we'll just kind of puff forward. A little train. Doot doot. And wait. We got to bring it more this way. We can kind of just really drive it in. So I'm looking down here at the Navball. Bringing no, I gotta come this way, silly. Don't I? Oh my god. Just look. Just look, for goodness sakes. Yeah. There we go. So I'm bringing the target icon towards. Let's back off. We're going a little fast. There we go. Boop, 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 boop. Now, the height is not quite right. This is a... Oh, it worked anyway. The height is not quite right because the wheels are lower than the gear. But now I should be able to extend the landing gear. And everything should be at the right height. That's lifting the wheels off the ground. But now 9 gets rid of the wheels. Right? There they go. And the wheels are hidden in there pretty good, I think. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I like it. And I can put all our lights on. I notice, there we go. Look at that. And we can extend this ladder again. Lovely. Okay, so let's do a little bit of fuel transferring. So let's just take this tank and this tank. We'll just steal all of that. Because all this thing needs to do is enough to kind of fly off and crashify. And there still are the Oscar Bs. Let's take out the 2 opposite Oscar Bs. And I think that should be enough. So take... Oh, don't be that way. Why are you being that way? In. There we go. And then the Oscar B that's on the other side. You can do this. Boom. So we got a little bit more fuel in our lander. Alright. Looking pretty good. Okay, so next I want to control from this. From the waypoint that's at the top there. And I'm going to decouple this. And I'm going to do it manually. And then we're just going to throttle up and get the heck out of Dodge. So decouple and throttle up and pitch over whichever way, doesn't matter. Okay, we'll come back. Oh, come on, really? There we go. I wanted to watch it from here. Where's our... Where'd it go? I thought I went that way. Am I losing it in the sun? There it is. Oh, it's still going up. Oh my gosh. No? Yes. Mun Base probe. Watching from the window, it's going to crash into this crater here. And... boom. Nice. Okay. Alright, so there we go. These folks, I think, are pretty happy where they are. They can stay here for a little while.